we've kind of hyped it up to be with the talent predictions. I feel like we could have easily had said Astralis. It depends just on the day how these girls are feeling, in my opinion. If everyone is shining, everyone's collecting together on the server, and is all just kind of on the same wavelength, it could be explosive. We get the flyover, it's Anubis, and that only means one thing. We're getting straight into the game.
Let's go then. Astralis have picked the CT side. Will that be their undoing? We've seen so many T-side victories on this map in the past. ZAna, I'm excited to keep my eye on her when she gets the AWP out on the T side as well. So in that matchup yesterday, how powerful the AWP on the T side can be in particular. Very slow pistol round though. It's very default from both sides, spread out. The initial contact comes through though. Josie finds Joanna. Now that's going to cause maybe a bit of movement around the map.
Yeah, you can immediately see it. Shine is over there on A. No info being taken by Astralis, and in fact, that's going to be responsibility of D7 working our way around the corner. Spots a player out towards Glyph, just providing so much attention and distraction to keep these rotations anchored.
Yeah, Spike's not budged though. She's got Aurora who's covering dark and peeking out and not spotting anybody. So they're keeping two players here. That means it's a very late defended A side at the moment. Kezzy gets a bit of contact in mid. At the moment, Ida's just keeping her distracted here. D7 even going to be peeking out. Kezzy's lucky to be alive. All those bullets missing. So Mana Shine over here, over towards A, has to do it all. Gets that initial contact, comms it out. Kezzy's rotated over. Plenty of bodies here to defend, but they're swarming the site, getting on through. Nobody's hitting ahead though. It's tickling across the server. ZAna does go down. D7 gets one back, and Josie with two quick headshots dispatches the defense. Aurora on the flank can't do anything.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weirder pistol because no one was kind of finding any contact to start with. And then in a matter of moments, it just explodes into life. Shout out D7 and Josie just combining immediately, making sure that Astralis are really just underprepared. I like the contact out B and then the contact in middle. There was an idea for Astralis that it could end A. Kezzy did caught onto that right at the very end, but it was just too late. There were so many players overwhelming Mana Shine.
Now, an Astralis stack. Well, it's not. They're not on top of each other, so I guess it's not an Astralis stack. I just wanted to say that.
A gathering.
A gathering. It's an Astralis gathering. A gathering of Astralises. Is that like an assembly?
Constellation?
No, it should. Oh, yeah. I want it to be like alliteration.
Oh, yeah.
I had to pause for a second to think of the word for alliteration.
An alliteration
a good
of Astralis.
Position, Brandon.
Yeah.
She can get some Mach 10 kills.
That'd
be glorious. Man, they are so patient. Everyone is so patient. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, 96 damage with the HE. Oh, ZAna's gonna have a field day. I'm feeling an ace coming on. The Mach 10 comes on through for 4. Here comes that fifth. Has to swap to the Glock and gets it done. My gut feeling was there, and ZAna is beaming.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. That's exactly the player you want to have all the money. Unbelievable stuff for Bigger Keeper. Mach 10s are plenty, and they keep it. Let's see that ace again. Really helped by the grenade. It was fantastic from ZAna. And now, again, look, you've got the bonus weapons. You know that the money is coming out for Astralis. It's just going to be their buy. If you're Bigger Keeper, you do something fast. You just really get up in the face the investment.
You gotta be so happy your Orpha just gets 4K with the Mach 10 and then like the 5th kill as well. That's like the best possible scenario. Alright. All the M4's out, so Mana Shine does seem to be that anchor player. That's another great nade, back the other way this time. Good use of utility. Lurk Smoke dribbled out, but she's managed to get the other one in front of it. So she can get up close, play this gap. Wondering if Bigger Keeper might get curious on it because it was left there.
Oh, Joanna. Overwhelmed. That's a perfect flashbang. Coming in from D7. That's the opener. Again, it's a Mach 10. Look at how patient Bigger Keeper are being. Waiting for Astralis to now overstep, regather information. It's going to be Spike and Aurora swinging in tandem over at Dark. Ada's removed. It's now an even playing field.
Looks like they want to hit on to A. Everyone gathering up. ZAna's close here. Manashine's still on the site, and you've got that close rotate as well. As he not far off. Utility is completely nil on the Astralis defense. So just going to be storming on through. Has to be the M4s coming up big. Manashine overwhelmed. Didn't quite have the support. Got there faster than she was expecting. And Josie with a huge headshot onto Kezzy. No chance into the round now. That smoke's not quite what they were looking for, but it's not going to matter. Very deep positions here. And with Spike's HP, you're holding onto these M4s.
Yeah, this is really good pace setting from EQUIPA as well, because they're settling into their default. They're leading with utility to find the opening picks and then holding for a response from Astralis. Even though it went in favor of that CT side with Aurora and Spike swinging in dark, once that decision was made, you could see that Astralis even had the right read. Oh, there's players out towards A. We felt no resistance over towards B. Let's rotate players through. But the speed of that execute is everything. After initially setting down the lurk smokes, you might think it's going to be more of a contact-heavy play, but no. Utility reigns in, flashbang, suddenly EQUIPA, they're right in your face.
That's great stuff from EQUIPA. They get a couple of M4s as well, so there's Mac 10s that have been upgraded. They've not had to reinvest since round 2.
Nice.
So that is ideal. And Astralis probably going to go for something funky here. You've got 3 players with P250s. There's a bit of armor there, though. So, you know, if you can get one of these players on the T side isolated, take them down, you can suddenly upgrade Kezzy or Manashine, and you've got a stronger push here coming out. Oh, Josie, they're holding for it. In fact, it's Ida that gets that kill. Spots the second player as well. Spike's forced on back, and that's the other rifle as well. So already, they wanted to go for an aggressive peek out, and it was being accounted for.
Yep. Oh, D7. Don't want to get caught out of utility. That's one rifle recovered back in. Jenny going for a swing, but it's in isolation. But with the push out towards B main, there's opportunity over towards dark, and that's exactly where EQUIPA are heading.
Yeah, I think they know that there was a rifle over towards A, and most have recovered one out here because it was the pistols that rushed. And you think pistols have rushed me, not necessarily going to be armor behind that. So even if they've got that rifle, I'd rather be versing the rifle that potentially has no armor versus the rifle that definitely has armor. So I like this, wrapping onto B. Astralis went for the stack over at A, and it's going to be a bit of a incorrect gamble, but no biggie. They can keep some rifles into the next.
Yeah, but a biggie for EQUIPA.
Yeah.
Only one casualty. What I like there a lot, and we're seeing teams do this a lot more, is when...
She's just sitting like that.
I know. I just... It's...
Okay, it definitely was her last season.
Yeah, it had to have been.
How can you AWP like that?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I guess maybe when you hit like a sad shot, you can just kind of rest your head on your knee, like, damn. What a wasted opportunity. What I was going to say, though, is I like that from EQUIPA. They actually lose the player out towards B, but they still press on towards the B bomb site anyway. Typically, because the response from Astralis is, well, we kill the player at B, surely that means EQUIPA are going to go A. We gamble over towards that side of the map. If they come in, that's fantastic. We can overwhelm with our numbers. Or, worst case scenario, if they do end up going towards the other bomb site, we can just save and keep our weaponry. Double AWP. What do you reckon of that one?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it's a map that lends to it. Twist was saying that he thinks even triple AWP is kind of viable on the CT side of Anubis, which I think is crazy.
Triple AWP?
Yeah, yeah. So double is really not far-fetched at all. Because it's the rotations are so far on the CTs that your AWP can't be as dynamic as it can be on a lot of maps. So having a second is quite good. Oh, Joanna misses her opportunity. That flashbang was perfectly timed. Manashine recovers enough in time to get that kill, though. Can drop a smoke, stay alive. Again, it's got this gap in it. She actually picks up the AWP. Don't mind this at all. Oh, ZAna catches her, though. Ready for it. An AWP in her hands, a deadly weapon. Kezzy wants to strike, misses the flick down. D7 dodges that one. HG onto the face, and then the bullets finish the job. Spike's here trying to get something back. Even the smoke deep towards heaven. Rory is going to get caught out. So, he's going to find that kill, so D7 caught out. There's a chance here.
There is, but it's slim with Ada finding Aurora. And I feel like that's the round done. If you Spike, try and recover. Maybe an AWP. And get out of dodge. Yeah, that's the right move. It was quite quite a big investment from Astralis, very deep into the pockets, and it hasn't really paid out. In actual fact, the AWPs find 0 kills, which is a little bit unfortunate. Spike even gets spotted on the way out. Jenny trying to hunt that one down. One thing I want to talk about is it doesn't look like the AWP's going to be saved, although it might. Should be fine now. Is the amount of impact D7's having. She's got 3 kills, but the amount of flashbang assists, the amount of kills that she's set up and really facilitated and gathered bigger keeper that space has been incredible. And I really wanted to highlight it because it's not just about kills in the feed, it's also just working together as a unit. And she's creating a lot of space out towards A.
Yeah, they actually changed out the double up on Astralis as well. So Manishine just got a hands on it. This is what you see quite commonly. You'll have your primary AWPer playing the more standard positions and towards mid, rotating to A, and then you have your secondary AWPer just hold either A or B. And just be the stationary AWP locking down that site. It makes more sense on A a lot of the time just because, oh, there we go. Joanna strikes. JennyR removed. Yeah, it makes more sense on A just because it's that one choke point, right? So, good to see Manishine picking that up.
Yeah, I think she didn't have it last round because Joanna went for an aggressive peek in towards A as well. It doesn't make sense to have 2 AWPs going for it. ZAna, on the other end of things, was thinking about contact, but instead just drops a molly down towards the fountain. Actually goes a little bit deeper. You're still going to get the incendiary out of Manishine, though. Meanwhile, on B, you've got Ada trying to take in towards Dark. Aurora under a little bit of pressure. But D7, well, in fact, and Ada nearly get caught off guard completely.
Yeah, it's just a good hold. Manishine's in a great position. Oh my god, what a clear from Josie. That is brutal. Manishine didn't know what hit her. Now, well, Kezzi's gotten past. That a 4x3 moment? Doesn't matter. She adjusts, able to find her. Just slip by on the field of vision, and somehow they get this bomb down. That AWP ZAna's become so deadly, and so does this flank from D7, but Spike's accounted for it. 2v3 now. Josie in a very difficult position, stuck between 2 areas, but ZAna has her back. Look at that clear from Joanna. ZAna's still hitting shots, but there's Joanna with a huge 2K to get Astralis there first on the board.
Yeah, really well needed. What a round from Joanna. Hits the shot out mid, opens and closes the show in round number 6. Fantastic AWP prowess. And that looked like they could have spiraled out of control. Josie got the opener here onto Manishine in the bomb site and takes really advanced ground. That gets a little bit scary. Definitely looks like 4x3. Joanna just hits absolutely everything.
Yeah, those shots are crazy from Joanna because, like, the first one, Josie's in the perfect position, holding her walkout, and it's really hard to, like, do a full right angle clear with an AWP, right? Like, you've got to be perfect. And then the second kill, ZAna's on the angle with the AWP, and she doesn't miss those, but Joanna was just quicker. And speak her name, she strikes again. Josie removed from the record. Joanna is here.
I want to play face it after this with you, Lucy. We'll just
like
sit like Joanna.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's incredible. A little bit of a dribble smoke out Dark can allow opportunity, but in actual fact, Astralis wants to get aggressive over towards A. This could be the perfect moment because Ada's lobbing utility. Going to be caught completely unawares. Surely, Kezzi does find her and drops the bomb.
Yeah, that's huge. Manishine's been spotted here, and it's not a great place to be fighting with an MP9. But Joanna comes over as well. Oh, it's a little weird. ZAna has walked into mid, but can't really do anything with this position. It's not really the weapon you want to be pushing for a flank either, so the best she can really do is kind of hold. This bomb isn't a hard position to hold for. That's the only issue. So they've actually allowed Bigger Keeper to recollect it. Oh, Manishine, the MP9, going to be difficult to find that fight. She just falls back, drops the incendiary. They have this 2-player advantage. They don't have to overextend.
I like this as well. Manishine's taking space over towards the left. D7 clears, but Kezzi is there. Fantastic work from her. And ZAna, you mentioned not the most ideal weapon for the job on the flank. Now she's got 20 seconds. Surely it's just a save. Surely it's just a burrowing away job in towards CT.
Yeah, absolutely. Best she can hope for is hold on to her AWP, and I think that's fine. Another great round from Astralis, and it comes off the back of aggression this time. Bit of a change up on this CT side. Pushing out towards A main. I think we saw between Angels and Na'Vi that if you don't occasionally take that aggressive play, you're basically giving the T's so much free real estate. So it's a necessary thing to have in your strat book. And we saw just how well it worked out for Astralis there.
Yeah, it's definitely something you need in your wheelhouse. You need at least an idea of what's going on. Because mid is so big and lengthy, you can't really not have the information, because you're right, it just allows so much space. And whilst you can rely on crossfires into the site, it's not often the tried and tested thing, and really well coordinated teams can completely shut you out of utility and just go for straightforward executes. I like that Astralis are being very proactive. It's exactly what they need, and currently it's the right remedy to getting some more rounds on the board.
That's a cool little angle over the top. I like this. Shout out to the observers. Okie dokie, big keeper. I've got so many buys. Well, actually, it's getting lower now, but great start, setting them up well here. Joanna's got a very aggressive position. D7 does not want to re-peek in here, just holding that headshot position. Oh, no, maybe she does want to re-peek. When she hits a shot like that, that is beautiful from D7. Not overextending either. You can see the immediate response was to try and bring an extra player out on site to bait in this third player in Spike, who's very close. But oh, D7's taking everyone down one after another. Even Aurora taking a hit here. HG at her toes. I just definitely got her locked in here. No way. Okay, it's JennyR that does it. And D7 pretty much single-handedly has won this round.
Yep. This time it is with her kills. Absolutely fantastic. Although Kezzy has found 2.
And they're rotating back to A.
That's the right read.
This mid flank from D7, that could still end things because they cleared it, but she's caught that timing. Okay, it should still be fine, but oh dear. Okay, ZAna here's the shot. Man, shine. Now's your time to shine. 1 versus 3. They are pinstering from every angle, and D7 comes in on the flank, saves Josie's life. You can see she flew up into the air as the bullets came through. It is indeed Bigger Keeper taking the round, and it all started with D7.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Just we're praising Astralis for getting a bit inquisitive on the extremities. They push one by one. Obviously, there's not much you can do against D7 one-tapping Europa, but from there, there's still 2 more players you could have flashed forward, swung together in tandem. No, they just try and take the fight one by one. You don't want to give individual gunfights to D7 because it's only going to be one outcome.
Back to double up. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, look at what's behind it. MP9, FAMAS. A lot of reliance on the snipers.
Mid and A. Not uncommon. So B and mid. So on Kezzy again. Not Man-shine, who's just got a solo FAMAS to hold one site. It's rough out here for anchor players.
So much utilities being used by Astralis. Oh, that's fantastic. The smoke, the nade combo, Jenny swings just as the nade explodes, which creates a little bit of smoke in the face of Kezzy as well. That is absolutely fantastic. And ZAna's still holding for Aurora.
Joanna did strike, and Josie's opened up the other side. So, oh my god, these headshots are insane. JennyR is just taking the fight to these AWPers. She doesn't care because she is one-tapping you out of the server every time. Mentioned how big of an impact she had on that T side in their opening week. Well, it certainly seemed to be apparent in that round. Josie as well, just strolling into A casually. I think that's what makes this team so exciting, is like,
yes,
there's so much firepower on the individuals. I look at this D7, JennyR, Josie combo, and like these are like probably 3 of the hardest hitting like headshot machines.
Yeah. It's good that you brought up the fact that Josie literally is just walking into A every round. Flashbang through. Hang on. Aggressive. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, it's JennyR's turn to have a little go. Quad kill. Fantastic. 10 rounds have played. Bigger Keeper. They've won 8 of them. They win the first half already. And we've still got plenty more rounds to go. I'm just really enjoying the slow default, because there's method to the madness. And Big EQUIPA are just saying, okay, Astralis, what have you got to show us? Because we're playing even more passive. We're waiting now for your aggression to gather some information, because complete silence on the server, not really too much utility being used, or apart from the occasional incendiary, is causing a lot of friction and turbulence in the CT camp. You can see that they are scrambling a little bit when it comes to dropping their smokes, worrying about where Big EQUIPA are going to strike next.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing Big EQUIPA. This is a very well-rounded T side. It always feels like they're confident in control, knowing exactly what they're doing. The spacing is great on the side takes. The lurking is fantastic. They're catching up, winning every single one of these aim duels. And I think they had a big kind of gap to fill with the map pool change, because Dust 2 is a map that they were very comfortable on, a map that they played quite frequently as one of their kind of mainstay maps. And they had to really embrace Anubis, and it clearly suits them.
Yeah. Suits the roster change as well, I think. This could be fast out A. Josie peeking, clears close. Again, this is a lot of space, and the fact that Big EQUIPA are all gathering here indicates to me that this could be quite fiery.
Joanna with your up onto Fountain. Sitting behind this smoke, gets that first kill. Josie peeks on through. There's a gap there. ZAna's looking to exploit it, and it's a loud Mana Shine to creep on through. Not accounted for yet. A flash over. That smoke is still there, blocking vision. Another one comes on through. They're kept at bay for now, and Big EQUIPA have to back off.
But whilst this is going on, Astralis haven't actually pushed anywhere else. So there's still really limited information for this side. You can start to see now that Aurora, Spike getting ready to go for this swing again. Got to get past Ada, who's got a well-timed molly. That's really going to split the difference. Spike gets pushed on forward, straight into Ada's crosshair, and Aurora burns alive just to 20 points of health.
That's such a great Molotov, and it completely dismantles this hold in dark. It's lit up with the flames. Ida, ooh, out of there now. Joanna hits a nice flick on the D7, but there's flames in her back, smoke at her front, and a bullet through her chest. A bomb gets planted. Aurora, as mentioned, she was crisped down low before, so gonna be tricky for her to get too much done here, unless it's delivered to her, but that smoke makes it difficult. And another one, gonna make it even harder. Kezzy is coming in on this fight. I don't know if they're just gonna try and hold for these exits, or if they actually want to give this a go. There's a bit of time left to work with, and Kezzy had a good timing, but Ida was just holding the perfect angle. Aurora flashes herself through for a kill, but yeah, that was always going to be traded.
Yeah, I don't mind Astralis going for it as well, because at the end of the day, you got to put rounds on the board. Especially if Kezzy finds that kill on towards Ida. That was actually a really close gunfight. I thought Ida was just going to instantly delete her, but no, not quite. It's crazy how one molly from Ida as well causes 3 rotates. And that's kind of what I was saying back in the mid-round of this, well, of this round. The fact that Astralis didn't have information. They were so worried. Now look at the economy. Nades again, look pretty well placed. Mana Shine only takes a lick of damage though.
Yeah, I think it's also part of what makes this T-sided map is those rotations are so tricky.
Yeah.
Especially if mid starts to be questioned and you don't have full control of that. It's a whole nother issue you have to worry about. Choke points you have to retake A are so tricky to get through. We see them get smoked every time, mollied. It's tricky for the CTs out here. And I like that they're prioritizing A just because of that fact. They feel comfortable on it. Push coming through. Josie holding well for one. They pick themselves up an AK, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I think it suits their play style. Josie's been fighting in there well, and ZAna in the post plan on A, it's just like a perfect combo.
Yeah, there's a lot of tricky angles that ZAna can manipulate into getting the favorable advantage. It's really cool to watch. And it goes back to the discussion we were having yesterday where we were saying that A just feels like an easier bomb site to take. Smokes are in. T-side looking to exploit. Joanna finds Ida, though. In actual fact, Astralis have got the player advantage coming into this.
No kit, though, and a couple of players are rocking pistols, so it's tough to still pull off. You got ZAna out towards main. Ooh, gets burned on through. No smokes at all to block off the AWP, so she's going to be in a great position if needed. JennyR trying to take this fight initially. D7's gotten one. They've picked one up a piece. Now Jenny's running around low HP, but might not even matter. Ring around the obelisk. She's staying alive out here, and Aurora trying to fight her way through it. Finds that kill, but time is the issue. ZAna with that AWP, but oh my god, she goes down. But I don't think there's enough time. It's going to come down to the wire. Aurora snipping at them with her diffuser, and it's going to come through at the very end. What a round from Aurora.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's the fact that she's even getting, spun around. But no. She comes out on top. That is fantastic for Astralis. A much-needed round. Look at this again. Picks up the AK, fakes out the defuse. ZAna feels like she has to swing.
She had to hit that shot. Misses that shot, the round's done. The full 10 seconds remaining to get that defuse off. It's the heroics of Aurora to do it. Joanna strikes again.
ZAna being boosted this time, not allowed an opportunity. Kezzy's playing deeper in towards middle, which is a double-edged sword. Yeah, you've got control of this. You know that no one's pushing in towards A and B, but at the same time, you don't really know what's out there. You don't know what's behind that smoke. There, keeper. Didn't work at B, so now they want to try A again.
Comes the hit. Bit of util through. 3 players here on the defense, though, in good positions. ZAna comes on forward and actually takes the aggressive fight. Kezzy got one, but she got the other. ZAna strikes on back, but here's Joanna retaliating with her AWP, and it's all now onto ZAna. Swings on out, and Kezzy receives her. Everyone in the right place for Astralis for that fight.
Yeah, looking really good. I like the fact that ZAna gets aggressive, because it creates space for Astralis to work in. Then you've got these vertical layers of peeking. You've got Joanna that can then take next contact. Kezzy can swing on through on the right-hand side. It's really well done by Astralis. If they recover this half 9-6, that would be absolutely fantastic, given how big a keeper were once running away with this.
Yeah, we're still trying to work out what the right CT number is.
I think 6
5
is
feel good.
Yeah.
6 even better. ZAna there does take down Joanna. Joanna's been so good at fighting these openers. All right, let's see where these smokes go. She's been given an extra one for an execute here.
I imagine Heaven and Door.
She's so isolated. There are 5 bigger keeper players on the other side. Smokes are landing. ZAna hearing all of this, but sees nothing. Veiled by the smoke. Utility over the top. It has to be the newbie. She has to do it all, and they line up 1 and almost a second. Kezzy here on the flank gets Ida, and they're suddenly back into this. D7 so low as she plants the bomb.
Yeah, Jenny's got to fend off Kezzy at the gates over at A main. Flashbang through. Doesn't work out. Now all the focus of bigger keeper can be over here, and ZAna's posted. Just onto Spike, slips around the corner, deals with ZAna, but D7's in the sight the entire time. Every member on that T side contributes to hit double digits for bigger keeper.
And again, it's kind of that difficult position where if Kezzy's fight goes the other way, it's a completely different round. But that's such a hard fight to win, facing into the bend there. Just the T is always going to have the advantage. I think Jenny completely dodged that flash, and Kezzy obviously had to turn back from it to go for the fight. So unfortunately doesn't go her way. A good hold from ZAna, got to say. The fact that she gets 1 in almost a second is huge. If she gets D7 again, like, it's on.
I like how dynamic Joanana's being. Like, she's been everywhere. A, B, now middle. JennyR lining up utility. That's actually going to flush her away and allows a lot of space. ZAna, though, has found the opening, and D7 completely unlocks B.
Oh, JennyR sprays Joanana through the wall. Kezzy on a fast rotate. Oh my god, she catches D7 there. All right, this is now back on, and ZAna's caught timing on JennyR. Grabs herself an AK in mid. Ida has gotten up close to Temple. But look at where Josie is. She is nowhere near. Has to come all the way back through canals. An important fight here that Ida wins out. Kezzy, the only one remaining, and she is so low. Knows where at least one of them are. Has to have suspicions on the other. It's not in her favor. Has to go for it last round. That smoke comes on down. But yeah, Josie holding it through the smoke. An 11-4 half. Big EQUIPA looking strong on their map pick.
Yeah, you heard right. Take a peek at this body and my game tight. Always feeling pretty, yeah, I'm never shy. Stay on top of the world and my money right. I'm a boss chick, yeah, you heard right. Take a peek at this body and my game tight. Always feeling pretty and I'm never shy. Stay on top of the world and my money right. We rule the planet. I'm lying, just check out my status. And you can't do nothing about it.
Out the oven, I'm piping.
$11-4. That's the scoreline that Big EQUIPA raise to Astralis. But at the end of the day, we've seen plenty of comebacks on this map on T side, given how one-sided it may seem. For Astralis, is there a way back in?
I'm scared if I'm Astralis. ZAna's firing off, but that's a good way to start things. Jenny cooked on down. Josie does get one, but Jenny has to fall on back and has to hit it perfectly. Shine doing wonders in mid. They're just going to accelerate onto A. There's two players here, but it doesn't seem to matter. The pincer is perfect. Spike and Aurora pluck one apiece. Shine punches in the numbers. Ida is alone with a nice little pistol, but it does not strike true.
Again, I'm a utility nerd, and I'm just going to say it.
Yeah,
Aurora, the timing of that flashbang through the window was invaluable. It came right as Astralis were rounding the corner on middle. Doesn't blind any of them. Completely overwhelms the bomb site. That was fantastic. Really well rehearsed.
And then she wins her fight as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like cherry on top.
Double trouble.
Double trouble.
Well, for a bigger keeper in A, it's quintuple
Ah.
trouble.
Cinco, right? Cinco? Is that 5 in
Cinco,
Spanish?
yeah.
Cinco. That's
Spanish.
Yeah.
Buenos noches. All my Spanish viewers.
Should be Portuguese. I think they come in Spanish, I think, actually. Even though they're the majority Portuguese speakers. I believe that's correct.
I don't know. I know D7 can speak about 6 or 7 languages.
Yeah. She's pretty incredible. Well, the stuck at A is irrelevant, as they're going to be. They gotta creep on through.
Irrelevant?
Irrelevant. Give me your best elephant noise, Brandon.
No. I don't.
You were saying earlier off camera.
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
are animal noises.
That's true. Like I don't know. Like no, it's gonna. It's kind of like between. I feel like human is like between like
it's just a trumpet.
Yeah, like a trumpet, like or like a raspberry. Like I can't do it. Hang on.
He just muted himself so that he can practice it. Everyone at home, if you're curious, he doesn't want to embarrass himself on the first try.
It's happening.
Well, saved rifle. Joanna has kept that out of their reach. And she's got herself a 3K with the MAC-10, so not quite ZAna's haul of the 4K on their pistol, but she'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the player you want with the cash, right?
Dino.
Plenty of money. Do you upgrade to an AWP now, or do you keep the bonus? I'd be inclined to keep the MAC-10.
Absolutely. You can put some pace in. You got a double MAC-10. It's a good way to catch people off when they first get their guns out, is they'll be kind of wanting to play a bit default, and you just go for something kind of out there, a bit of speed to it, overwhelm them. Don't let them get comfortable and entrenched with their rifles.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying in the first half when the exact same situation happened with Big Keeper. We were like, go for something a bit punchy. You know they're about to invest in on the CT side. It makes sense to throw a little bit of pace into it. We currently got a techie. Hopefully it won't be too long.
Yo, techie P.
Yeah, hopefully we can jump straight back into the action.
Oh, okay. So Josie's gaming at big.
Yep.
The rest weren't though. She's the sole. She might be there with a. She looked like she was next to someone.
Yeah, I think she's there with one player. We can do some sleuthing, detective work
it out.
on the
work it out
cams.
throughout. I think. I think that's the sitch. I don't want to reveal that. I think she's there. Yeah. Cool. All
Jenny.
Right. Here's that pace. Here's that
Yeah.
pace. Yes, Jenny. Absolutely. All right. You can see it on our screens.
Yeah.
Jenny is removed though, and look at here's that pace. The smoke does come through. That flashbang. Oh man, and shines brightly as she dispatches of 2 quickly. B7 though holding for a double of her own. That does slow things down significantly, and it still puts an opportunity for Big to come back into it. Ida sitting in this smoke. Josie behind her, and they have felt their way through. Aurora still stuck behind this cake. Ida is looking for this fight, spots her back as she edges on behind, trying to find this fight, and is going to catch out Aurora. Kezzy up on high, is going to get that trade immediately, and Josie is stuck between 2 players. Joanna's going to take her down.
Yeah, that actually felt really difficult for Astralis because Joanna, although she's taking the space out towards CT, for a moment, I thought she was going to flank all the way around, but that wouldn't have helped at all. Comes back in, Heaven instead. Completely pincers the big EQUIPA retake attempt. Great stuff. And suddenly, look, 11-4 becomes 11-7. We've got a real game on our hands.
Yeah, it's going to be 11-8, right?
Yeah, should be.
There's no world where
not
that
this
doesn't
again.
happen.
No, we're not doing this again.
Well, there's big ESL Impact fans at home that watch every game religiously. You'll recall yesterday, Na'V pulled off a round where we bigged up it would be impossible.
It wasn't we, it was you.
We, as the collective,
okay,
we are
sorry.
a singular.
That's true.
Singular collective. An oxymoron. One of us is anyway. It's me.
I'm Oxy.
Yeah, okay, you're the Oxy in this duo. Okily smokily, D7 on a push. Ooh, Joanna could get timing. This is where it gets scary. There it is, D7 with the hand cannon. Boom, bang, bong. Aurora charging on through, looking for the fight. Spike has alleviated some pressure, but there's a lot of players here, and JennyR gets the kill. Manashai now trying to fight around these smokes, and they happen to get JennyR. ZAna goes down as well, so it's just D7 with that recovered AWP, and she didn't want to push. Probably just wants to hold on to this bad boy.
This bad boy?
That's what an AWP is. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. We should...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We're reeling the fun of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit too much. I can reel in the fun with a bit of a fun update.
Okay.
9 Pandas Fearless versus Guild. Map 1, currently sitting Brown in 10-10.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah,
Spicy.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. You want to know what the veto is looking like for that?
Yes, please.
Oh. I clicked on the wrong one. It's Mirage. It's the pick of Guild.
Ooh.
7 rounds on their T side. Ooh, D7. Decent AWP. And they got Vertigo up next, which 9 Pandas, as we know, indomitable at. Indomitable Pandas.
I'm fearless, I heard.
Yes.
Good save with the AWP.
Yeah, that's huge. It's good to keep that one. ZAna doesn't have to invest. Means she gets all the utility out, the kit. Also got an update on Crypting in Flames Shield Maidens versus G2. Oh, yeah! It's the latter that are up 13-8 against the Flames. So they're looking pretty hot to trot in that matchup as well. That one's on Nuke, which was a 12-3 half. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Was that?
And that's 12 T-side rounds from G2.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, we were impressed, right, because of their performance against Na'Vi on that map, right, where they won it out.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Holes in the defense, though. If it's 13-8.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a strong T start for the Flames, but we'll keep you updated as it all progresses. There's community streams out there as well. Check them out. We love the community. We love you.
We do.
That's right. You. Sitting at home listening to this. I'm talking to you specifically. We love you.
Back in. Ida actually found an opener onto Manashine, and not that she knew it, but if she pushed a little bit further, would have found the bomb. ZAna, Joanna butt heads, and it's just an exchange of light damage. Joanna now looks to lead, knows where the AWP is. Kezzy trying to find space, and she'll find Josie.
Spike looking for something in mid as well. It's a bit of a messy fight. She's brought down low, but Joanna removes ZAna in the meantime, and Spike is keeping JennyR stuck in mid. D7's on the rotation, and maybe Jenny does win that fight. Joanna swings on through, but D7 does the damage. Now she's holding on through here. 2 players. Joanna re-peaks that and wins. It felt like D7 had her dead to rights, but no, not to be. JennyR gonna pick up this AWP and gonna run away with it.
What a swing from Joanna. She does it off the back of the flash and just peeks before it, but that is still audacious. But I love the fact she's got such a confidence about her just to go for it. It's a swagger almost. And the fact, by the way, JennyR don't go around the corner because they are hunting. That's a great no-scope just to keep the AWP at bay, keep it in the hands of bigger keeper. And that's a big boon for ZAna because she wouldn't have been able to afford that, I don't think. No, she would have. 6,000. Still, you don't want to invest it. You can drop weapons over it, fleshes the buyout a little bit better for bigger keeper.
But hey, look at this flawless T-side from Astralis, right? Not yet to drop around. It was that 11-4 half. Now just 2 in it. What's the response from bigger keeper? We saw Astralis changing things up quite a bit. I feel like they've not had enough gun rounds to feel like they need to change things yet, but it's certainly got to be a consideration whether you go for some of that aggression or what. That is a cool Molotov. Wowee. I like it.
I think you're supposed to get the close right side. D7. Oh, playing with fire. Quite literally, she tucks in an incendiary of her own. Smoke down, spray, really good. Aurora loses her life.
And then you got Joanna tucked into the top right beside her. ZAna rotates, a rare miss, but D7 is doing so much work, and so is JennyR. Ida strikes on the lurk as well. And this one has been scuppered at the finish. Every player falls. And that's AKs across the board, save for Josie. So Big Keeper get there first on the board on the CT side, and it is convincing.
You know me, Lucy, I like my micro, and I'm impressed with D7's anchoring abilities. Drops the smoke and then takes the spray. Knows her lineups perfectly. Best case scenario, she gets the kill. Worst case, she does a significant amount of damage. In that round, she got the best of both worlds. She Hannah Montana'd it.
ZAna in mid. Ooh, spots out Kezzy. A lovely shot. Kezzy only has tiny bits picking out, but it's enough. The mountain that Big Keeper are at the top of, and Astralis are climbing. Gets taller still. They can almost see it. Ooh, Joanna. Kill back, creeps on through. ZAna removed. JennyR close by, under pressure, and Joanna with another, but here's D7. Always another player in the wall swinging on out, and they're thinking there's a timing here, but D7 is repositioned. Spots out Aurora, knows she's crossing, goes for the fight, wins it out with a long-range AK spray. So Manashine now a 1 versus 3. 2 players on the side of smoke full. She's going to get ahead of it. Just to find a way past 2 players. Spots out the first. Ida is there. D7's managed to get close. Josie's on the rotate as well. This is tightening. Manashine just trying to find the fight, worried about where they could be, and well, they should be, because they are everywhere. Caught on the fall. 2 in a row for Big Keeper as they take it to 13.
The A bomb site is just D7's playground. It is fantastic. Again, comes in towards mid, secures the trade. Takes the fight, is a little bit dangerous, but she had it under control. And then with the utility, prioritizing the flashbang ahead of the smoke means that Manashine is blind for a few seconds, knows that after the Aurora kill, there'll be a player close behind, and it just allows a few valuable seconds for the rest of D7's teammates to rotate further in. Absolutely fantastic. Great nade as well to kick things off on Astralis' eco. Bigger Keeper, it feels like they're back in control.
Very fast in mid, but it is just the pistols. And, oh, we're gonna jump over JennyR. She's just sitting here. Okay, ZAna got a collateral in the mix there. It all happened so fast. There was just no way to keep track of it. We were watching JennyR as well, who's like watching everyone die as they jump through the smoke. Well
I
handled.
enjoy that. Yeah, that was like a vlog for JennyR. She was just documenting what was going on.
Yeah, passenger. Which is what you want as the IGL.
Yeah.
You've got powerful players around you. Not that she looks like the IGL. I mean, 19 for 12.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. D7 and ZAna, the danger duo. I mean, I could say danger duo about many of these players, but I think before the before the Jersey edition, I kind of looked at those two as the big hitters on this team, as kind of like the
big hitters for big.
The players that could really step up. And okay, I have the update, Brandon.
Go on then.
You wanted to know if G2 Oya were going to throw?
No, but go on. I'm interested.
They did not throw. G2 Oya took it 16-9 on Nuke. They managed to recover after conceding a few rounds in the mix there.
Yeah.
And on the other side, 9pan is fearless, 14-11 against Guild.
Oh, that was opened up a bit.
Yeah.
Though the door could slam shut on B. ZAna, perfect. And then Ada just goes around the corner. That's a little bit brazen, but it allows a little bit of space for ZAna to operate in. Spike with the trades. It's all even. And Astralis, they're bursting onto the scene.
Swinging around the corner. Spike trying to catch Josie on the reload. Swings on through. Perfect spacing. JennyR has to fall on back. Spike's taking ground, making a lot of noise. Just swings on through. D7 caught on the rotation. JennyR now a good pre-fire there, able to catch out that player. And she's worried about the noise that Spike made. Worried about this fight coming through. Is she just going for the full rotate? Oh yeah, this is crazy. I wonder if she gets hurt here. Yeah, she definitely did. You can see the reposition. You're so noisy on this map. Joanna is just ready for it.
I think they will try and fix the sounds a little bit. It reminds me a lot of... Do you remember when Ancient first came out and you could hear the water from anywhere on the map in T-Spawn?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what Anubis reminds me of with some of the splashing sounds in middle. Obviously, the drop, that should definitely be heard. But...
Yeah, I think it's misleading, like, how close you can hear mid on B, because they're a lot closer than they seem.
Yeah.
I think it's similar towards, like, outside of A and on, like, the side itself towards glass. It's a similar situation. Oh! Joanna didn't even get a chance. ZAna peek from mid. 25-13, by the way. She is on a tear.
I might just force the hand of Astralis. Well-timed smoke again by D7.
You come into A, you're dealing with D7 as the anchor, and then you got ZAna as the rotator with the AWP. Terrifying.
I like this as well. D7 lower down, ZAna up high. It's just different elevations you have to deal with on a seemingly straight trajectory. Really hard to combat, which is probably why Astralis looked to reset things over towards B. That was nice. The smoke was thrown in deep middle. At the same time, Manashine's so far away that she can still help her friends over at B.
We love helping our friends here.
We do.
Jess is walking on in. Looking for this initial fight. Wins it out. Josie ready for the second, but Ida comes out ahead. Now she's tucked on in, but has to swing. ZAna gets one back, so it's still an advantage for Big. And they're pincering in fast. The flanks from every single angle. D7 catches Aurora walking through the smoke. Manashine again in the clutch. She is under pressure. Wins out the first fight. There's D7 with the immediate trade. And 15, map point for Big EQUIPA.
That was cool as well. Jenny was running over at B main, so she was giving over a lot of audio, and D7 was just silently creeping through. I think it was Aurora had no idea as she walked through the smoke that D7 could be there. That was fantastic for Big EQUIPA.
Yeah, you don't expect the flank from every angle. Well, map point established. Astralis, they got to a great start on this T side. It was flawless. What's 5 in a row, I think, off the bat. But
yeah, it was 11-9. Yeah. What they're working with.
Yeah, Mac 10s and ooh, that nade. Actually, they're a bit ahead of it. JennyR drops a well-timed incendiary. Smoke to follow. They have to run through here. D7's just baiting her with the spray. Oh, it's beautiful. They all fall in tandem. And Big EQUIPA take the map.
Yeah, so impressed with Big EQUIPA, not only on the T side, but once they warm into the defense, it was absolutely phenomenal. They are the worthy winners of their map pick. And now put themselves in a commanding position heading over to Ancient.